Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are listening and tuning in from the world. We are here. We are back for episode number 13 of the Vibe Online, and we are back with myself, Karen, and Megan.
Hi
And
guys.
today I am here in Ibiza. So there is a party currently going on in the beach. So if you do hear it, just embrace it, guys, and enjoy what's going on in the background and the odd dog that goes with that too. So Meg is still at home in the UK.
Yes, I am currently suffering with pretty severe hay fever, so if anyone can relate, I feel you.
Give you some hints and tips of what works also would be maybe helpful.
Yeah, for sure, for sure. I've got eye drops and antihistamines, and I've been drinking like tea, and I can't find any local honey anywhere.
Oh no,
That's what
there's got
worked
to
for
be
me a couple of
some.
years ago, and I've been to
Yeah.
the garden centres and the local farms, and there's nothing. So
Oh no.
a real shame. If anyone's got any other suggestions, then
Yes.
share.
Get in Meg's inbox. Help her out, guys.
Yeah,
She would
please do.
she would love it.
Anyone that's seen this on YouTube right now can see my puffy eyes. It's just
Oh no, you actually look amazing. You always look amazing. You don't look too bad, considering how bad your hay fever is. Bless you.
oh god,
So
yeah.
today, guys, we are here to talk about how to use social media for working online, whether it be a business opportunity that you've either looked into, want to look into, something you aspire to do, and how you can earn from that. So, obviously me and Meg have been online now for well, I've been online now for 2 years. Meg, you've been a year and a half.
14 months or so, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. And in that time we have had lots of hurdles to get over, lots of things we've experienced, lots of great things, not so good things, and just learning really how we started from zero experience of how to use social media to network with people and run an effective business online. So, Meg, what would be some top tips for you to give to our listeners as to if it is something they're looking into or even currently doing that we have found or you've found that's helped you on your journey?
Yeah, yeah, sure. So we thought that this would be a great topic to bring up actually, because when people chat to us about working online, some people are a little bit nervous about actually using social media for what we do, and there's so many benefits around it. Like there's so many benefits of social media. Me personally, I I didn't necessarily like social media. It wasn't one of those things that I was always on. I wasn't always posting. It was a random thing for me. I'd do a lot of scrolling and things. So when I came into this and I was like, okay, social media, how am I gonna handle this? How am I gonna handle this? But it really is like a flip in your mindset on using social media for its benefits. Like this is an incredible free tool that we can all use to run our businesses, generate income, connect with people, communicate with people. Um, Tips from me. That's what you asked, right? Tips from
Yeah.
me. I mean, I would say like it does take a level of confidence. Of course, it does to like get yourself out there on social media. If you are someone that's listening to this and you're a regular poster already, like fantastic, like you've got it. That's amazing. For me, it wasn't quite like that, so I had to build up that momentum a little bit with posting regularly, but our training was incredible for that, really, because our platform, it takes you through step by step. Even if you've never had a social media before, like you
Yeah.
haven't had Facebook, you haven't had Instagram, it will take you from day one of like setting it up, how to do that, and then taking through like small steps on what to post, to get you into that momentum and that cycle of posting with people and engaging with other people on social media as well. So I would say like take it in your stride, take it at your pace, but don't hold yourself back. Like if it's a fear, then you know that you need to do it. You know that if there's anything that we've learned over the past 1 to 2 years of us both being in this business is you need to step out of that comfort zone. You need to like push yourself a little bit further. So if you're nervous about posting, then what do you think you need to do? You need to post. Even if it's just something very small or like a quote or something that you've read or heard, just to start building that presence of yourself on social media. Because social media, what's great about this and the benefits of us using social media is it's us, right? It's us, it's our brand. We get to build our personal brand, which again is all, we don't just have a brand like that, we get to work on it through our step-by-step training, which is really helpful, and help from everyone in the community and our mentors and things. But you get to build trust on social media. Like when I look at someone's profile, I want to see, am I seeing them? Are they who they say that they are, or they're perceiving to be? You know, with like a traditional businesses and whatever else, like you don't necessarily see who the CEO is, or who the founder is, or who the director is, or you know, you're not understanding really in deep about what their ethos is and what their mission is. Whereas with social media, you're hearing it directly from the source, and you can follow them and engage with their information, and it's super helpful to see that that is a real person behind that. I don't think I fully answered your question, Karen.
As we do, we love a tangent, Meg, isn't it? It's like whether we tangent together or individually, that's what I think we will be known for, to be fair.
The tangent pair.
Yeah, yeah. No, so your top tips, what would be your three key takeaways from now, 18 months down your journey from when you first started? Obviously, apart from like you just said, you know, if you have a fear of doing something, absolutely do it. Step out your comfort zone and throw yourself in, because that's where the growth will happen. And then you will become comfortable doing that before you have the next uncomfortable situation where you do the same again.
Yeah, totally. So I would definitely say stepping outside your comfort zone, as we just said, like get out there and just like take that step. But you have all that support and everything within this as well. So I don't think that you're alone with that, and don't
Yeah,
think that you're the only person that doesn't want to like initially doesn't want to work on social media. Like it's you know, some people are wary of it, and the great thing is you don't. It's not even a personal account. You know, you make a completely new account for your business, so it's not any issues on that part. Another thing I would say is recognizing how powerful that platform is.
yes,
All the social media platforms. So if we think about how many people are actually using social media, so there's what 8 billion people in the world. Over half of those, we're talking almost 5 billion people, are currently using social media. Whether that's, I mean, majority of those are scrolling, they're not creating an income from it, you know. So imagine if you can be that percentage of people that are utilizing that incredible free tool to your advantage to create an income.
yeah.
um, then it's a very, very powerful thing. And if you think about the longevity of this, we're in a technology era, so we know that those platforms are just going to continue to build and grow and develop, and more and more and more people and more platforms are going to become available because people love to connect through the internet. It's an
Yeah.
incredible tool that we can all use. So I would say thinking like in the future, further ahead, and like breaking out of that fear, and then thinking, right, well, what's ahead of us? What's the longevity of this? And with that, you know that it's not. Another thing that I get from people is like, oh, isn't it saturated, this, you know, this idea? But it's not. There's no way that it can be.
No.
We can't speak to 4.9 billion people
A day.
a day. Yeah, exactly. And it's just going to continue to grow and get bigger and larger and more developed. And I think what was the stats of how many people are online now? Like how many people are actually working online?
So there's almost 5 billion users online, which equates to 62% of the population. So it's a huge figure, but really not as much as what I thought. So there's still more potential growth coming from that. As you say, Meg, we step into the digital era when everybody is moving on to the digital space. So, you know, there's over 2 billion users on Instagram alone at the minute, and over 2.5 billion on Facebook. So, you know, people are seeing the power of that. Yes, a lot of them are consumers, and they will fall into the scroll hole as we did once upon a time. And then there's more active users as we are, being business owners and those that work online to create an income. So there's 10.5 million people globally that work in the network marketing field as their full-time job. So that's a huge figure.
That is huge, especially full time. That's
Yeah.
amazing.
And there's 42.9 million people consider it to be a side gig or a side hustle, whatever you want to use it, whatever you want to name it as, sorry. So again, that number is phenomenal. You know, people are seeing the power of the internet, and 20% of self-made millionaires are from network marketing. Now, when I heard that figure, that literally blew my mind.
Yeah, that's phenomenal.
Do you know, it's so easy. Like when I first started, I very much like you know, I did the odd post. It wasn't massive on social media. Kind of just did it really to keep in touch with like friends and family and stuff like that. So then to transition that way of thinking, to go from a poster and a consumer to then actively using it to run a business, to connect with people. You know, we're in the network marketing, we're in a people business, so therefore we're connecting with people, and it's learning, as you say, step out your comfort zone, not just with posting, but actually like connecting with people on there and have meaningful conversations, and not just double tapping on Instagram to drop somebody a love heart. You know, that's easy, we can all do that, but to actually get on and post and have a conversation was something that scared me, and I don't know why. It's like I always used to use social media for like people watching. Everybody loves people watch, right? But I think because you don't people watch as much now anymore, but everybody people watches online. So, you know, people are always there, people are always watching, people are always seeing and knowing what you're up to. But to then flip that switch to make your own Instagram, your own personal branding with the help of the platform that we have, so that you know exactly what to do and how to do it, but you know that you're never going to be perfect. You've got no experience, you don't know what to start with or how to start. That was one of my biggest things, but now that the transition has happened, you know, it's like, you know, it's so what if it's not perfect every day? We all make mistakes, we're all human. Yeah, we're trying to run a business, but you know what, see if you put a spelling mistake in, or you stumble in a live, or you know, something doesn't post right, like it doesn't matter, because you're being true and authentic to you, and that's what connects people with you, is not portraying this life of perfectionism, because it doesn't exist. Nobody's
Yeah.
perfect.
Yeah,
And
and
then
that'll only slow you down if you
yeah,
think of it that way, because think about the hundreds and thousands of posts that I put onto social media every day,
yeah,
and people are, coming through, checking out your stuff. They're going to be looking through all of your stuff. They're not going to care if you know, fucked up on a live, or
yeah.
or
The grammar police aren't going to be there picking you up.
right, exactly.
Yeah. And
So
it's great with the
it is imperfect action with this
absolutely,
mainstream.
yeah. Every and you know what, if you can do that every day, then your business will just flow and build, and people will automatically like resonate to you, align with you. Like they'll just be like, oh my goodness, and they'll watch your journey, and then you'll watch their journey.
Mm.
It's really nice to see.
Like, you can look back on our feeds as well and see where we started, because
Maybe wasn't that pretty, still isn't, but hey ho.
some of the first lives and things that we did, I'm like, oh my god.
I know. I couldn't even push the button. I couldn't show my face. I was like, Meg, please start. Or Louise, please push the button and I'll jump on. And the growth it gets with you pushing yourself outside your comfort zone pushes you into an array of different things, and having a successful business online.
Mm.
And also with the automation that comes with it, you know, as much as you see us online all the time, and we're doing a lot of work, and we share, and we love to share what we do, but you know, we're not glued to our phones every day. That's not what this business is for. And please don't think, you know, just because you start working online that's going to be your life. It certainly isn't. The reason why people work online is for automation. There's so many automated processes that we have in our platform and within the social media platforms that allows you to schedule content and do whatever you need to do, or get to do, really, with building your business. And I think another thing we discussed just before the call there, Meg, was people worry like how are they going to run an active business? You know, how are they going to run it and never run out of people to speak to?
Mm.
Well, the figures alone that we've just mentioned are proof in the pudding that you're never going to do that. That's never going to happen. And also one that we love to make sure people do understand is we're not here to target friends and family. You know, that's not what we're here for. And I think a lot of people think that, you know, I can't do it. I can't sell to my mom and dad. I can't sell to my friends. I can't do this. I can't do that. And do you know what? We're all in sales. Everything that everybody does in life is some kind of sales. Just because you work online in a different environment is still sales, yes, but in a very different way. And we are very unique with how we work our businesses, and how Liberated Movement community run as a whole. And I think that's really important to get out there, the fact that we're not here as your typical what was it I said in one of my lives on Instagram, your typical white man in a suit car salesman, because that was the stigma that was attached to sales back in the day. Now we are so far removed from that now, but when I did my research on it, that was what came up, and that's exactly what it was titled as. And I was like, wow, one, it's completely inappropriate to even have that terminology now, to assume that that's that one kind of person. But yeah, I don't know, Meg, what do you think? Like, we're so far removed from that, right?
Yeah, 100%. Like what we do within the liberating movement and what we do here online is so far removed from, like, this is actually a point that I was going to make as well. If we're talking about sales and the perception on sales as well, and when we talk about using social media for our businesses and advertising and stuff, you will never ever see us pushing products or being salesy, and
Absolutely not.
it gives people the ick. Like, we're
You
not here. We're not here
don't
to
want
be
us to have the
icky.
ick.
We're here to provide an opportunity, a solution, products that do serve people genuinely, and we're very, very passionate about them ourselves, because we wouldn't be in this if we wasn't. But yeah, I completely agree with you. Like, the perception of this nowadays, it is changing. But that traditional thing, just needs to go, and
Yeah,
everything that you do in life, you're going to be selling either a product or a service. And ours is service based, because within the liberating movement, that's what we do. We offer an opportunity to people, which is a solution for them, but then of course they get to benefit from the phenomenal products that we have within this opportunity as well, for them to have their health and share that health with their friends and family.
yeah, yeah. And we are just here to give you the knowledge and teach you to understand the opportunity.
Hmm.
That's ultimately what this is all about. It is a space where everybody's moving into for businesses, and very much like me, I sat back and watched for a long time. Meg was straight in. Meg knew exactly what she wanted from the off. So we do understand that everybody is very different. Some people take longer than others, and that's okay. It's absolutely fine. But it's understanding, what we have, the opportunity, and how using social media can build a business very easily.
Yeah, totally. And there's so many benefits to using social media, and it is easy. You're already on there, you're already using social media. You probably found us through there as well, and you're probably watching hundreds of people that are living the lifestyle that they want, that they're working online. That, whether you're listening to this, you're already in this, then congratulations, you're very much on your way to creating that lifestyle for yourself. And if you've just come into this and you're thinking about it, or you've just happened to come across this podcast, then you will be scrolling on people's social medias and thinking, well, how are they out there in Bali? How are they doing this? How are they doing that? How is Karen in Ibiza and she's building her business as well?
Yeah. How did Meg
So
do 6 months in Asia building a business?
yeah, but it's by recognizing the power of social media platforms and choosing to benefit from them and use them as an advantage over, just a way to, post pictures and
Yeah.
things like that, and,
And I
and
think
people
one thing you
watch.
said earlier on, actually, Meg, was you said, like, you make it unique to yourself, and you don't have to put yourself out there, and you don't have to let anybody know you're doing this initially while you get set up. But also, you don't have to do your own name. It's your business. You decide what your
Mm,
business is named, and branding, and it all aligns. So, we have lots of people. I use my own name. Meg, you use your own name. We have lots of people that have, like, the journey of the performing mum, the natural mum,
get your groove.
get your groove. Like,
Be
there's so
bold, be
many.
brave, be you.
Yeah,
Yeah, whatever is.
yeah,
It's really like relevant to you and your journey, and who you are as a person, and who you also want to connect with, because that's what this opportunity allows us to do. This is what using social media allows us to do, is we get to connect with people that are very, very like-minded, just like us.
yeah,
And that's the power of this. We're not saying, go out there and put yourself in front of loads of people that you're not going to connect with and not gel with. That is like completely the opposite of what we want people to do, which is what the traditional salesman might do, door
yeah,
knocking and trying to get any sale that he can. And you know, doing everything within his power to, you know, and that's where the it comes in. But
Yeah.
we're not, we don't want to do that. That isn't what we do. We create our brand as an individual, which is us as a person. Don't be afraid of that word brand, because that's something that scared me originally. I'm
Yeah,
like,
me
what
too.
on earth is that? But it's really just you and your authenticity, and you finding your way to connect with people in your own way, which will also attract people that are just like you. And one thing I will mention is, like, it's okay that you don't understand what that is just yet. You know, this whole journey of development that we get to have here within this opportunity, it is essentially a personal development plan with a business model attached to it, which is just phenomenal.
Yeah.
I certainly didn't the hell know much about who I was before I came into this, but you know, that grows with time, and that also comes with that the growth of your social media and your development. And you know, don't be afraid to kind of show that to people, because it goes to show even more how real this is, and how real we are, and how real you can be. And all we get to do by doing that and being ourselves is to show other people that it's okay for them to also be authentic and then be themselves. Because we're in a society now where everybody's trying to, or some people are trying to live up to this expectation of something that they see as an idol, or that they feel should be a certain way or a standard, when really we're such individual and unique people as ourselves. And this journey allows you to go on that and be benefited from it through financial gain, and through being able to be your own individual person, so that you can live the lifestyle that you choose to live,
Yeah.
however that is. And of course, being on social media, that gives you the location freedom and time freedom, because the internet is 24/7. The internet is 24/7. We cannot deny, and anyone that hides from the fact that, you know, we're in the technology era and the internet is growing, and that it's not the way to go for business, is, you know, they're hiding under a rock somewhere.
Yeah.
So it's really the way to go. So it's only growing at, you know, rapid rates. So it's definitely the time to get into this if you're thinking about it, because especially what we know about the market share now with our opportunity in particular, it's going to be absolutely going booming over the next
Yeah.
5 years. Like, I mean, it already has, but it's going to be freaking exploding in Europe and the UK, especially within the next 5 years. So the time, if you come into this now and you're building yourself, you're building your business, and you then get to yourself to a position, you're in a very, 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 very good place.
A very powerful position. Yeah, I couldn't agree more. Well put, Meg. Absolutely. And don't let the fear hold you back.
Mm.
Don't let it hold you back. It held me back for 6 months. So don't be that person.
Yeah, and you know what? Like we say on every single podcast, just like reach out and have a chat with one of us. You know,
Definitely.
whatever your fears, feelings, thoughts, whatever it is that you're experiencing, you clearly want that lifestyle for yourself. You wouldn't be listening to this otherwise. So, you know, reach out to one of us. Don't hide in the shadows. Just go ahead and go and get the life that you want, guys. Like, we've only got one, so
Yeah, yeah,
and just
definitely.
utilize the tools that we have with the internet, with social media. And you know, it's okay that you don't understand how it works yet, but freaking out, that's why we've got all of the training, all of the platform, all of the ways that we can help you. So yeah.
Yeah, definitely. Get that life and go and live it.
Yeah, and for those of you that are already online and working with us and are making that happen, then congrats, guys. Like, keep
Massive
going, keep pushing through.
congratulations.
Huge,
Yeah,
huge, huge. Like, you're going to be in such an incredible space, like such an
yeah.
amazing space.
Yeah, and with all that being said as well, you know, the call that we've just come off of from the community call with the new processes that we're implementing, you know,
Oh
things
gosh, yeah.
could not be easier. I'm so excited to get this launched and bring the new people in and let them experience it and see the power behind it. And the new people that I've had actually join the business, and I know I'm going off on a tangent, here we go again. They have given nothing but incredible feedback. Like, you know, one guy messaged me, he's like, oh my God, Karen, this training is absolutely phenomenal. Like, he is so excited. He sat back and watched for a good few months, and then you know, he dived in and got started, and now loves it. You know, we have other people that join us. We've one of my team members is slightly hard of hearing, you know, so everything's catered for that. You know, we have closed captions, and you know, since he started his training, he's like, wow, like literally on a different level. The fact that we have a business that helps everybody, it doesn't matter who you are, what your background is or anything, we're here to help you so easily, and then just become you and share you on social media, and that's your business. That really is your business.
And that's as simple as it gets. It really does. But yeah, you know, as you just said, like, it's phenomenal that we're able to update this platform as much as we need to, and that training is being updated on a regular basis, so you're always getting the latest information on there as well.
Yeah, definitely, absolutely. So I think that wraps up today's podcast really nicely. So thank you for listening, guys, and let us know where you are tuning in from. It'd be great to hear, and what experience you have working online.
Thank you, guys. I hope you enjoy our tangents that we love to go on.
We do love a tangent.
We do, but we hope you found some value from this for sure. Like we do hope with all of our episodes that we do. And again, as Karen said, let us know where you're tuning in from, and if you have any questions or any topics that you want us to hit, and we'll more than happily go below the surface and
Definitely.
give everything we got.
Oh, we love a deep dive into stuff, don't we? Allows us to go on a tangent even more. So guys, have a great Sunday, and we will be back next week.
Take care, everyone. Catch you
Bye.
soon.